You guys, good morning. It's Friday and it's raining. And I've been up for a couple of hours and I just finished finalizing the writing for the ghosting episodes 4 and 5. And I don't know, depending upon how long it takes me to mix everything down, add music and all that stuff, they might go out today or maybe only one will. But I've got the skeletons done for episodes 6 and 7. And one of the things that has emerged through this whole process, this writing of this series, the ghosting series, is that it's way more complicated, isn't it, than you think. You think, while ghosting is pretty simple, there's a victim and a villain. And of course, you always want to believe that you're on the victim side, not the villain. And if only life were so simple. And the truth is that I see myself in every one of these episodes. And I have to pause so often, and I say, man, that's me. That was me. I did that. It's not just as easy to say, yeah, that happened to me. And I think that that's the challenge of this series for all of us. I recognize it's uncomfortable to listen to some of this stuff, but I think it's important for me to write it and for the world to look at it. It's my contribution to the new world. I was explaining this to my daughter yesterday, what the new world is. And the new world is a world where we are stepping away from rule into self-rule. And we are now governing ourselves in a way that offers more care to ourselves and, of course, the people that we surround ourselves with, the people that we live with. A lot easier said than done, for sure. But I wanted to encourage everybody to watch this series. Have the courage to sit through them. I recognize it's tough, especially if you've been on both sides of avoidance, because that's really what ghosting is. And it doesn't just pertain to dating and love relationships. We self-ghost all the time. And I'll share a little story with you. I didn't have a name for it when this was happening, but when my grandmother was dying, I avoided talking to her on the phone because I lived here and she was in New Jersey. And I avoided talking to her on the phone because I didn't know what to say, because I knew she was dying. And I had a lot of unresolved feelings and about death. And I didn't know how to process it. I didn't have the language to discuss it with her. And there was a lot of questions I wanted to ask her and things I wanted to say, but I was scared. And so I ghosted her. And one day, she wasn't there anymore to ghost. She was gone. And I didn't have the label at that time to assign what was happening. But that's what was happening. And I missed out on something that I can never get back. And it's not that I was wrong or a bad person, but I just didn't know what to do. And I recognize that a lot of people who are in these similar positions, or this dynamic is taking place, not necessarily with a loved one that's dying, but any form of avoidance where we're trying to sidestep discomfort and escape responsibility that seem too overpowering. And we just can't do it. And I think that, these are real legitimate reasons for wanting to sidestep these things, but the challenge, I guess, is for us to recognize, yes, that it is a challenge and that it's hard to talk about these things and it's hard to bring a repair, but it's better to do it. It's better to approach it. And if we could just kind of recognize that all of us have contributed to this dynamic in some way, shape, or form, which will become apparent if you watch the series, then nobody's standing on a hill of morality. We could all kind of hold hands and deal with this issue in a way that is better for the whole world, better for you, better for your situation. We have compassion for ourselves and for each other, knowing that everybody has different pain tolerance and levels of maturity and experience with tough times. It's easy to become impatient with ourselves. It's easy to become impatient with others. When we perceive them to not be at our level of healing, our level of maturity, our level of understanding. We have to be patient with all of that. That's the challenge this world faces. Not an easy challenge, is it? No matter which side you're on. Whether you hold the title of victim or villain. So, anyway, I hope that your day is good, and I do invite you to watch this series as it unfolds, to have the courage to watch them and pass them along to somebody you think would benefit from these messages. I admit it is going to be hard to sit through some of this because you're going to see yourself in there, either a past version of yourself or a present version. The series is not here to shame anybody. It's not here to condemn anyone. It's here to talk about something openly and hopefully bring about meaningful change somewhere in your life so that your quality of life improves over where it is right now if you're facing difficult times. So, with that being said, I love you, and I hope that your day is good. If it's not, put some music on, maybe dance a little bit, or call someone you haven't talked to in a long time. Tell them you're thinking of them. I'll see you.